optimistic, I suppose. You know, if you compare the 1970s, right? We've been talking about the 1970s to where we are today, 1970s, 1980s to where we are today. There is no doubt that this community, different sectors of this community, are much better organized. You have activists and advocate groups representing different interest groups at the level of civil society and engaged. And yes, it's hard and it's a struggle, but that's not something we had in the 1960s and 1970s. And I think that's a function of immigration, frankly. This is a function of people having to flee non-democratic governments, and not just in Cuba, but elsewhere, and understanding that, you know, they have one more try at this, right? And so this is a community that is truly engaged, right? When maybe 20, 30 years ago, right, I'm not sure that was the case. And so that gives me optimism, right? That that we're starting to see a kind of a culture of this that's being institutionalized and is going to be passed on, and that the issues will become much more salient because people are going to be much more involved. I just hope, and my expectation is that we stop seeing things through the ideological lens, that we look at the issue of affordable housing and look at it objectively, which is not to say we're going to agree, nor should we agree, about how the best way to address affordable housing. That's a discussion to be had. That's part of democracy. That's a public policy debate. Fine, perfect. But to stop looking at that issue through some ideological lens that's being promoted from somewhere, which has more than anything the purpose of politicizing everything, polarizing and dividing us because there's some political benefit or gain to be had from doing that. That's what I hope we can get to. That's where I thought we were going. I'm not sure we're there yet. Not sure when we're going to get there because this society and community is still very polarized. But that's my hope and expectation, although I think we have the tools, the people, the vision to get there.